The Zulu people, also known as the people of the heavens, are the largest ethnic group in South Africa. With the traditional culture rich in arts and dance, not many people know the darker details of their beliefs. Not only do they sacrifice animals every chance they get, but women must be completely submissive to men, and what they do to twin babies is absolutely deranged. But that's not even the half of it. Traditional Zulu beliefs consider twins a bad omen, and to avoid misfortune, grandmothers would take the babies and perform a secret chilling act. But more on that later. First, let's dig deep into the lives of the Zulu people and the questionable traits of their seemingly warm culture. The Zulu, often called the people of the heavens, forms South Africa's largest ethnic group, with a population exceeding 14 million. Known worldwide for their dynamic cultural traditions and art, their heritage is deeply rooted in spirituality, ancient beliefs, and strong family values. Though famous for their resilience and legendary warrior history, there are many lesser-known aspects of the Zulu society, including spiritual beliefs and customs. Most Zulu people live in KwaZulu-Natal, a province in eastern South Africa. They primarily speak isiZulu, one of South Africa's 12 official languages. This Bantu language is widely spoken in southern Africa, giving the Zulu a significant cultural influence beyond South Africa. The name Zulu translates to heaven in isiZulu, derived from their founder, a royal leader in the 17th century. This name ties their identity to a sense of spiritual significance, and they are often proud to carry on the legacy of their ancestors. Traditionally, Zulu communities have been largely agrarian, depending on the cattle herding and grain farming for survival. The Zulus' nomadic ancestors used cattle raids to build their herds, which later evolved into established farming practices. Although cattle are less common today due to high cost, beef remains integral to special occasions. Everyday meals often include grains, vegetables, and amasi, a fermented milk delicacy, and maize, beans, and cabbage are staple ingredients in the Zulu diet. For the Zulu, hunting is deeply spiritual, rooted in reverence for the animal kingdom and ancestors. Hunters, known as izinyanga, are required to perform rituals and prayers to honor the spirits of the animals they hunt. Traditional hunting methods still prevail, with spears, bows, and traps used instead of modern firearms. Hunting trips are often collective events, and any game captured is shared among the community, reinforcing unity and respect within the tribe. Zulu villages, called imizi, are organized in a circular layout, centered around family compounds and livestock enclosures. Traditional homes, or indias, were historically constructed from materials like rope, wood, and thatch and in a unique beehive shape. These structures are designed to withstand harsh weather conditions while remaining cool in the tropical climate. While some Zulu people have adopted more modern building materials, many villages still feature these traditional layouts. Protective fences often surround the compounds to guard both family and livestock. Zulu society is traditionally patriarchal, with polygyny, one man having multiple wives, being a common practice. Each wife has her own hut within the family compound, and their husband's great wife, the mother of his first heir, holds a distinguished place near him. Marriages include a dowry known as ilobolo, usually paid in cattle or gifts, which serves as compensation for the bride's family. Marriage rites are extensive and full of meaning. Upon reaching puberty, Zulu girls participate in ceremonies preparing them for marriage. One of the significant rites, called umamulo, occurs when a girl reaches the age of 21. In this rite of passage, she undergoes a symbolic virgin test and engages in the traditional ukusina dance. Once deemed ready for marriage, the young woman will often live with her in-laws for a month before her wedding, where she performs chores to show her commitment. Traditionally, Zulu women take on a supportive, family-centered role. They are expected to focus on marriage and family duties, with limited autonomy in most aspects of life. The concept of ilobolo reflects the high value placed on women within marriage, but also aligns with the patriarchal customs. Married women, or amakasikazi, handle household duties and take care of the children, often providing family income through crafts. Zulu women are well known for their beadwork and pottery, which they skillfully produce and sell at markets. Zulu men traditionally assume the role of warriors, cattle herders, and community leaders. The art of stick fighting, or umshiza, is a highly respected skill passed down through generations. This sport, more than just physical training, is a rite of passage for young men, testing their endurance and discipline. Zulu men pride themselves on strength and bravery, values that have persisted since the day of Shaka Zulu. The Zulu kingdom emerged as a powerful force in the early 19th century under the leadership of King Shaka Zulu, a visionary who unified fragmented Nguni clans into a disciplined and militarized state. Shaka's innovative tactics, like the famous bullhorn formation and his use of the short stabbing spear, revolutionized Zulu warfare, enabling his forces to conquer rivals and defend against colonial threats. His strict social structure also fostered loyalty and cohesion, as young men were organized into mbutho, or age-based regiments, that forged a strong sense of identity and purpose among the Zulu people. Shaka's legacy endured beyond his life, as the Zulu kingdom resisted colonial forces in notable battles, such as a victory against the British in 1879. This triumph, though ultimately followed by British annexation, left a lasting mark on both the Zulu people and the colonial powers. The Zulu reputation for courage and resilience continued into the 20th century, and today, the Zulu people remain a vibrant cultural and political force in South Africa. The legacy of the Zulu kingdom lives on as a testament to strength, resilience, and the enduring impact of Shaka's leadership. Ukweshwema is an annual Zulu ceremony celebrating the harvest and is considered a rite of passage for young men. During the ceremony, young warriors face a bull in a display of strength and courage, symbolically inheriting the bull's power. The tradition is not only about individual bravery, but is a tribute to the ancestors and the Zulu king, highlighting their connection to both nature and ancestral strength. In present-day KwaZulu-Natal, many Zulu people maintain a balance between traditional practices and modern lifestyle. Traditional rituals remain important, with Zulu attire, dance, and celebration still prominent. However, Zulu communities also benefit from contemporary conveniences such as updated housing, transportation, and healthcare. Today, while Zulu homes are often more modern, cultural gatherings still feature traditional foods, music, and attire, preserving the Zulu spirit. KwaZulu-Natal is a relatively safe province and a popular destination for tourists eager to experience Zulu culture. Many visitors are welcomed into communities to observe Zulu customs firsthand, including crafts, dances, and ceremonies. Though South Africa has seen increased crime rates in recent years, the people of KwaZulu-Natal remain friendly and proud of their heritage. But what about women who struggle to have children? Despite the advances in modern medicine, infertility remains a complex and often heartbreaking challenge for many women around the world. For Zulu women, however, this issue historically carried a uniquely severe social stigma, placing those who could not conceive in a difficult and isolating position. In Zulu culture, as in many traditional African societies, a woman's ability to bear children was regarded as not only her primary role, but as her ultimate purpose within her family and community. A Zulu woman's identity and status are often deeply intertwined with her fertility, and when she cannot conceive, it disrupts the cultural expectations placed upon her. The inability to conceive in Zulu society has traditionally been seen as a mark of failure, one that impacts not just the individual but the entire family. For a childless woman, being perceived as unworthy can lead to her being ostracized, and she may even be rejected by her immediate family. This sense of exclusion is intensified by the structure of Zulu marriages, which are often polygamous. In these family structures, a wife's value is closely linked to her ability to produce children, especially male heirs, who carry on the family lineage. If she cannot fulfill this role, she may be considered replaceable, and her husband may choose to favor or even add other wives who can bear him children. In extreme cases, a childless woman may lose her status as a wife entirely if she fails to produce at least one child, often creating lasting social and emotional consequences. A woman who struggles to conceive may seek the help of family members, traditional healers, or community elders, often undergoing various traditional treatments, rituals, or blessings in hope of overcoming infertility. In some cases, these interventions might offer the possibility of reconciliation before matters reach a critical point. Ultimately, these traditions underscore the cultural value placed on motherhood within the Zulu community, illustrating how deeply intertwined a woman's status and identity are with her ability to conceive. The social and personal challenges faced by the childless women reveal the broader complexities of gender roles within Zulu society and the way these expectations shape individual lives. Zulu spirituality is a complex mix of beliefs in a higher deity, ancestral spirits, and practices to maintain harmony with both. Ancestors known as Amadlozi are integral to Zulu life. Their guidance and blessings are sought through rituals, dreams, and sacrifices. During life milestones such as births, marriages, and deaths, family members make offerings, including homemade beer or animal sacrifices, to honor their ancestors and seek good fortune. Zulu diviners, or sangomas, interpret messages from the ancestors, particularly during tough times. Sangomas use muthi, or traditional medicine prepared by herbalists called inyangas. Muthi is categorized into two types: umuthi omloop, white muthi, which brings positive energy, and umuthi omnyama, black muthi, believed to bring misfortune. Muthi plays a role in various aspects of life, from healing physical ailments to protecting individuals from harm. The traditions of childbearing and birth in Zulu culture are very different from many other societies. When a Zulu woman is in labor, only older Zulu women can be in attendance, particularly older women who have reached menopause and are no longer intimately active. This is to ensure they will not be negatively affected by the birth. It is a common belief that young and fertile women who help with childbirth may end up later having stillborn babies themselves. Men are not allowed anywhere near a birthing woman as it is said to pollute them. This continues for several days after the infant is born. If a baby is a stillborn, it is buried far away from the village. Infants are believed to not yet contain a spirit, and therefore are not allowed to be buried in the cemetery. The loss is kept hush-hush, as to not make any other pregnant Zulu women afraid of the same outcome. If a baby is born with abnormalities though, things are done differently. The Zulu community will not exactly end an infant's life if it is born with abnormalities, but the baby will not be treated the same. If a baby's health is challenged from the beginning, it will likely pass within a few months, as there are no medical interventions available. If an abnormal baby lives, it is often neglected, which then will ultimately lead to its demise anyway. But then, up until recently, there's what happened to twins. Up until somewhat recently, Zulu people considered twins a bad omen. It was believed that twins would bring bad luck, and would either both become ill, or one of the parents would perish. Usually the father is said to be at a higher risk of passing during battle. But without the use of modern medicine, twins would be a surprise at birth. To avoid the father's possibly impending demise, the woman's mother-in-law would take the infant twins aside and perform a secret act. After a woman birthed twins, the grandmother would sneak the second baby away while the mother cleans up and end its life. The first child was spared, as it was seen as the intended child. She would then carefully tell the mother that her second child had passed. The mother and father are not allowed to cry after hearing this devastating news, as it may then cause the first twin to pass as well. However, as with all rules and rituals, there are exceptions. If a baby is born with certain abnormalities, such as an extra finger, the family may choose to keep it or amputate it. Sometimes, if the finger is usable, it is considered lucky, but an extra unusable finger would be promptly chopped off by the grandmother. A finger is one thing, but when something is wrong with the baby's face, it's a whole other story. If a Zulu baby is born with facial abnormalities, they would be considered injuries that happened when the parents did the deed during the final months of pregnancy. The parents would then feel embarrassed, which often led to a disconnect with the child, resulting in neglect. However, birth complications and abnormalities are said to be rare. The Zulu people attribute this to their strict spiritual beliefs. The Zulu people continue to be a resilient, proud community with a unique and rich cultural heritage. Their respect for ancestors, connection to nature, and intricate social structures have endured centuries of change, forming a culture both beautiful and complex. The Zulu have successfully adapted to a modern world while staying true to their traditions that define them, and they remain known for their warm, welcoming nature and unwavering dedication to their history. But what do you guys think of the Zulu culture? Is KwaZulu-Natal somewhere that you would like to visit one day? Let us know in the comments below and we can have a discussion. But remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.